Dear Future Enoch, there was an election yesterday and I voted, and a lot of people have been asking who I voted for. That is none of your business. 2, why are you asking? And 3, that is none of your business. But I'm not here to talk about that. I was undecided until the night before, but the night before, I decided to join Wiki Club Toronto on their spring photo walk of the Toronto Islands. Now, for me, photography is mostly a solo affair, and I kind of just do my own thing. I've done event photography here and there, but for the most part, I actually have never really joined photo walk groups. They're not exactly uncommon, and you can probably find a few Facebook events advertising them. I have never joined one, and I have never felt the urge to join one. Until this weekend, when I decided, may as well give it a shot. The goal of the photo walk was pretty simple. Go to the Toronto Islands, take pictures of things that need better photos on Wikipedia or Wikimedia Commons, or even things that don't have photos at all. I suppose to explain this, I'll have to say something that I don't actually tell people, like at all. I edit Wikipedia. And I've been editing for over 15 years now. It's not a secret, I just never feel the urge to bring it up in conversations. Anyways, most people know that you can edit Wikipedia, but most people aren't aware that Wikipedia prefers freely licensed images to illustrate its articles. Basically, when you take a picture of something, by default, it is fully copyrighted. You own the full copyrights to that image, you own the full usage rights to that image. Only you and you alone can use that image, and other people have to ask you for your permission to use it. Now, Wikipedia is built on the principle of everything being freely licensed. For example, the text in a Wikipedia article is freely licensed. You are free to copy it and use it elsewhere, so long as you provide attribution or credit to the original authors, usually by just linking back to the original page. Other than that, though, you don't need to ask for special permission to use it, and you don't need to pay for it. This principle extends to images too, which is why Wikipedia prefers people take their own pictures and upload them under a compatible license. Most of my photos are uploaded under the Creative Commons Attribution Share Alike license, which basically means that anyone is free to use my images for any purpose, including commercial purposes, as long as you provide attribution to me, and if you make a derivative work of it, it's licensed under a similar license. Or in other words, just give credit to me and don't claim ownership of it. They're very lenient terms, and I have seen websites break it by taking my images without attribution. But because most of my images are freely licensed, most can be uploaded to Wikipedia. There are some Wikipedia articles that, as of this writing, use images that I took. Oh, and before I forget, Wikimedia Commons is a sister project to Wikipedia that hosts most of the freely licensed images that Wikipedia uses. The reason why Wikimedia Commons is a separate project is because there are actually multiple different languages of Wikipedia, which are all separate projects, and there are also multiple other sister projects to Wikipedia. And so they just have all of the files in one spot, so all of those different wiki projects can use the same files. Anyways, that tangent aside, this was the first in-person Wikimedia-related event that I went to. In all my 15 years of editing these projects, I have never attended one. I have considered it, but I've never really pulled the trigger. Up until now, I was just contributing on my own accord, doing my own thing, doing whatever interested me. Nothing wrong with that, that's where we all started. But there is something different about doing it in person with other people who share the same interests. And doing that shifts your perception from, oh, this is an online website, to, no, this is an actual living community with human flesh and beating hearts. And I guess when people do it together as a visible public group, it brings more awareness to the movement as a whole. Like, we went to St. Andrew by the Lake Anglican Church, which had a terrible photo from 2008 illustrating it, so we went to update that, but it also had no photos of the interior, so I went inside to take it. Should be on the screen somewhere. Anyways, the church staff welcomed us into the building and gave us a brief history of the church. They were very positively interested to hear that we were updating their Wikipedia article. And it was a good segue into introducing them to how Wikipedia works. The fact that, yes, anyone can edit it, but everything on the website has to be supported with a citation to a reliable source. A lot of people and communities and groups that have Wikipedia articles in them are always very interested in knowing how they can update them. That's not within the scope of this video, but the thing is, there isn't a whole lot of knowledge about this. And there isn't a whole lot of awareness that there's a local Wikimedia chapter in Canada called Wikimedia Canada that actually paid for our ferry tickets to the islands. I suppose we could do a better job of outreach, but let's face it, most of us are nerds, not really people. That was a joke. That didn't land. But having only been exposed to this discourse online, it was almost surreal to see it in person, in the flesh, talking about what we were passionate about. A similar thing happened on the ferry ride back when we actually ran into the mayor of Toronto. I'll take credit for recognizing her first, but I saw her in line. She looked very much like Olivia Chow. And I poked everybody else in the group and it's like, is that Olivia Chow? You know the feeling when you see someone in public that you think you recognize but aren't exactly sure and you don't want to embarrass yourself by calling on that person and getting it wrong? Well, I was right. Yes! She was very happy to talk to us, though probably for obvious PR reasons, but she was also very interested in what we were doing. Pretty cool when you, as a non-notable internet volunteer, gets to converse with the mayor of a large international city about what you do. I mean, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this, there are a lot of criticisms of Wikipedia, and some of them are pretty valid. But as we like to put it, we're also sort of one of the last bastions of the early internet. An internet before big tech corporations and algorithms and data collections and curated feeds took over. And it's always refreshing to see people in 2025 looking at what we do and being positively interested. But hey, it was a great day, and an arguably productive one too. I mean, the church has a nice interior shot now. This was not an easy photo, by the way. It just took 3 exposures and tone mapping to get the dynamic range that I wanted. Anyways, I have rambled long enough. Future Enoch, I'll see you next week.